I don't know what happened. And I will give y'all a few minutes to get here. Let me fix something real quick. I meant to do this before I did that, but trying to do too many things at one time. Let's see. No, Spirit, come on now. Let's see. Before I do anything else, let me get this out of the way. Have to love living out in the country. I hate when my internet does that. God knows I've been having nothing but problems this last week. Actually, week and a half, I should say. Messing up here and there. I mean, hell, y'all probably seen the post. Well, actually, maybe y'all haven't, because I saw it's like I did a collective video earlier today, because Spirit had pulled me out of what I was doing to get this one message out that, came to me after I woke up from a nap. And so I did the video, uploaded it thinking it would go through right away. I put it in there as a preview. Heck no, that video's still uploading. And I uploaded it at like 5, I think I saw 5:54 p.m. Eastern time, and it still hasn't uploaded. It's like, what the heck? So, gotta love my internet. Alright, I got this here. So hold on, y'all. Put this up. Because I know some of y'all don't know where the if I can talk. I know some of y'all don't know where the description box is, so. Okay. There. Alright. Sorry, y'all. I even restarted my device, so hopefully that'll fix it, and if it doesn't, I don't know what to tell y'all. I guess we'll be playing with the internet all night, depending on how long I'm here for. Hey, Cinco. Hi, Alejandro. How y'all doing? It's good to see y'all. How's y'all week been? How's the night been for y'all? Hi, Jesus. It's been one of those weeks for me. I was telling people who were here earlier on the other stream, like, I came into my office. My intention Saturday was as soon as I woke up, I was going to come in here and I was going to do a bunch of my readings for my Patreon members. And I was specifically doing every zodiac sign, love readings, both, for singles and for the people, for the person on your mind. And nope, Spirit had another idea in mind for me and said they wanted me to do, a couple other readings for someone, that's part of the collective, I'm assuming. Because I kept getting all these downloads, and that's the way it's been like the past week and a half. Like, Spirit just unloaded Pandora's box on me. So I've been trying to get those done, and I still got more to do. Hi, Tim. Welcome back. Sorry about that. You gotta love the fact that I live out in the country. I don't have Wi-Fi, unfortunately. They didn't, well, I shouldn't say that. When they were shoveling out this neighborhood, before the houses were built. Supposedly they had put the fiber in the ground for the Wi-Fi connection and all that. Well, the builder ended up ripping up all the fiber. So everybody in my neighborhood, they don't have Wi-Fi. So they're having to solely rely on their cellular for it. It's like, and it's just, it's a pain in the butt because did a reading earlier today after I lay down, you know, to rest my back for a bit because it was screaming at me before I tried getting back online and doing some more readings. I woke up with a song in my head, and before I had laid down though, in my dream I even asked spirits like, is this someone sending this song to me, or is this for someone else who's watching me? And they answered me. Sure enough, it's for someone who watches me or who's going to end up coming across this video. I said, all right, fine, it's been okay. I'll do the reading, you know, because I can't go and do anything else until I got that reading out. Otherwise, it would have interfered and bled into the other readings, and I didn't want that to happen. So I go ahead and do that. So get it out of the way. Like I said, I uploaded it, I think, at 5:54 p.m. Eastern Time. And the file still hasn't completely uploaded yet. So here we are almost 6 hours later. That's my wonky internet for y'all. Hi 420. How you doing, baby? Oh, were you? Well, I don't know. Maybe that reading might apply to you, baby. I don't know. I did a few of them, okay? Because, like I said, Spirit unloaded Pandora's box on me this past week and a half. Like, every single time, I swear, I came here to do one reading, and then I would get another download of another song, and it's like, okay, Spirit, you know, and it's like it wouldn't stop. And then when I did that last reading, I was wiped. And I didn't even post it because I realized at the end when I was trying to stay in the message and bring forward the messages Spirit had, I started rambling and it wasn't making any sense. I'm like, oh no. So I ended up doing that over again. So I had to bring that energy back in to do that reading on that song for whoever that reading is for. And it still ended up draining me. So it took me, you know, a little bit longer to even get to the next one. So like even today, like I said, Spirit shut me down for 2.5 days after that. So that's the one thing about, you know, for people like me, I'm blurry. Well, put on your glasses, Eternal. Am I blurry, y'all? Like, I can't win tonight for nothing, Rob reckon. Hey, Robert. It's good to see you too, 420. But, I'm a little blurry. Well, I don't know what it could be. Seriously? Oh, great. So even if I do any readings, it's like y'all may not be able to see the cards because it's going to be blurry. Now cleared up. It could just be like the connection. I don't know. I'm not going to be defeated though. I'm too stubborn. Sometimes it's a good thing, other times people will say it's a bad thing. I don't know. It's like I said, I mean, I restarted my device to make sure I got that strong connection in, but hey, it could be Spirit messing with me too. Like, woman, you still got work to do. But I didn't want y'all to think I forgot about y'all. That's just the way my week's been. Because, like, I was up for 36 hours straight. From the time I woke up Saturday morning all the way into Sunday afternoon. Like, I fell asleep, I think it was around 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I fell asleep talking to a friend, okay? So, Spirit wiped me out. I mean, baby, I don't have Wi-Fi, though. See, the only way I stream is through my cellular. So it's using my cellular data. So it goes in and out. And it's because I'm in the country or out in the sticks. Like I'm in cow country, like late at night, like this time of night. If I was to go outside, I'm sure I'd probably hear some cows mooing out in the distance somewhere. So, I mean, I got a window over there, but I don't have any blinds. So I put my bookshelf over there to try and block it. Because I haven't had the means to even buy blue blinds for my house yet. So, 420, being smart. Yeah, all them cows out there are probably mooing at me and laughing at me at the same time, which I don't blame them. I'd laugh at me too. I gotta laugh. Like I said, this whole past week and a half, Spirit unloading Pandora's box on me has been something else. So, I don't know where the stream had locked out on, Tim. But baby, all I can say to you, baby, is no matter how hard it gets, that storm will eventually move on. And the sun will shine again. And you just gotta know that. And I get, baby, I get it. There's those days that you just don't want to get out of bed, because you're just like, it's just going to be another day. Like, what's going to get better, or, what's going to change for me today that I couldn't change yesterday. But if you don't get out of bed and face the world and try, you'll never know. But you see, the way I look at things is if I'm faced with a crisis, if I'm faced with a problem, running away from it isn't going to solve it. It's not going to fix itself, right? So the sooner I face it and try to find a resolution to it, the quicker that storm is going to pass over me and the sun will shine again. And that's what I want you to remember. Oh my gosh, Eternal. I don't know, maybe Spirit's trying to mess with my my face or something, I don't know. If y'all want me to start the stream again, I will. Okay. I mean, is it just going in and out, Eternal, or what? Are you getting a clear picture at all, baby? So, Tim, don't lose hope, baby. There's always a reason to hope. It's gosh, I mean, if I was to write a book and people always tell me I should, I mean, it would probably end up being like 4 or 5 different books broken up over my life, over the challenges, the difficulties, the tribulations that I've had to go through and face and come out of it on the other side still okay. I'm not saying it was perfect. Sure, I'm definitely not perfect. And I know I still made mistakes, as the rest of us, because we're all human, right? None of us are perfect. But I'm still here standing. I'm sitting before y'all right now. And if I had allowed my pain, from the loss of my mama to really get me, I would probably be over here drinking my life away right now. But, I had to take control back and remember why I'm here. And also to remember, like, what my mama would want. And, yeah, those difficulties, like I said, some of us, like it or not, as hard as it is to conceive, we signed up to go through them. So, because there's still lessons that we all have to experience and go through in order for our spirit, our soul, to evolve. Spirit's messing with my aura. You're probably right, Tim. They got me all messed up. Oh my goodness gracious, y'all. So talk to me, beautiful people. I mean, do y'all want me to restart the stream? Like, do you want me to, like, set it at, like, what? I'll say, like, 12:30? just to see if it'll clear up, and maybe I don't know, Spirit will stop messing with my device. Or do y'all want me to stick around and y'all can just deal with the little bit of pixel blurriness here and there? Oh, that's your son on your profile picture. I can't see it, baby, so I don't know. I'm sure he's handsome just like you, baby. And, you know, think of it that way, Tim. Allow your son to be what gets you through. Remember why you're here. Everything you're doing is for his benefit. So, you know, I could, you know, understand to a certain degree too, maybe, you know, things with, you know, his mother may not be the, you know, ideal best thing either. That could cause friction. I could see that. And even trying to, you know, get yourself regrounded, you know, finding a job. And I get all that, baby. I know it's not easy. Oh, 420 is like, oh, I don't care. I'm not paying no attention anyway, so I plan to be out here soon. 420. I love you, baby. So, allow your son to be your strength to keep pushing through, no matter how bad it gets. You know, it's not going to benefit him, you know, if his daddy is drinking his life away or, you know, just doing things that, you know, would, you know, make you not be as present in his life or as available to him. So put his picture up somewhere, baby, where you see it. You know, you see it when you go to sleep and you see it first thing when you get up in the morning. If you don't have pictures up of him already, you know, just think about him. Know that he's your reason for being here and to make his life as great as it can be. Thank you, Sunnyland. Yeah, beautiful. I don't know. Spirit's messing with me, I'm telling you. But that's okay. I'm a fighter. I will not be defeated or taken down. I'm too stubborn and hard-headed for that. Let Tim know we're always here, baby. You know, you're not alone, baby. You're only as alone as you allow yourself to be. And understand me. I understand there's those times where we need to be alone. We need to isolate ourselves from everyone, okay? Because even I have to do that to recharge, to reground, to recenter, to gain my perspective and my focus again. So I can come back here and be online with y'all or do readings or do anything else I, you know, plan on doing. So I know I got to shut everybody out for a little while. And, you know, some people may not understand that. They may not like it, especially if there's one of those days that they need to reach me and they can't, you know. But even, you know, me, I can only do so much to where I know it wears me out. The weekend being a prime example. I'm telling you, Sunnyland. Oh, they've been working overtime, but they've been working me overtime. Like I said, if that video ever completely uploads, like I said, I uploaded it at 5:54 p.m. my time. And last I checked before I came online, it wasn't completely uploaded yet. So you see, that's what I'm dealing with. Wacky internet connection. It takes forever. So I had to find a way around it, like to do my Patreon. I had to learn that a lot of the readings I do, in order for them to be available, but even I've noticed that sometimes it may not upload right away, even though it was done live, but nobody's there watching it, you know. The video should already be available, but I'm being like notified hours later. Video just finished uploading. It's like, what? Wait a minute. So, but anyhow. So maybe that video, that reading will speak to you, Tim, and for anyone else. And, you know, there's a couple that I did post on my Patreon. that I'm sure, you know, sometime next week I'll put them out there. So, but anyhow, I hope everyone's doing well. And 420, just know you made me laugh, baby. You know, I was sitting there watching, um, there's this elite power lifter. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there on him, just lifting crazy amounts of weights, doing deadlifts. And he's not a big guy, but very strong. And it made me laugh. And Spirit reminded me of that time when, oh man, this was about what, 15 years ago, we'll say. My stepchild was moving out of the house, and she was moving in with her now husband. And um, we ended up moving. She hired movers, but most of her stuff was already in someone, I think it might have been her mama's house, but she still had like her bedroom suite in my house. And it was there when she lived with us, but she left it behind, so she was coming, you know, to get it. Well, I ended up helping her stepdad move it out of her bedroom from upstairs. And I don't know if those guys were scared or what, but I know that the look they gave me, because I was moving furniture. Like I carried her nightstands, and I also carried like her mattresses, and I did it wearing stiletto high heels walking up and down stairs. So, and her stepdad and his buddy that was with him helping looked at me like I was freaking nuts, you know, or they like could not believe that, you know, I'm able to lift all this stuff and do it in high heels and not break my neck, you know. It was just funny, and it reminded me of that. And it's like, yeah, don't judge a book by its cover. Just because someone's small don't mean they're not strong. So, see, 420's already like, what the hell? I'm serious, 420. I did it in stiletto high heels walking up and down those stairs. Don't ask me, baby. My post just posted. Oh, it finally posted, really? That's so funny. Well, the video's there for y'all. Y'all can watch it when y'all want to, if y'all want to, because it might be for some of y'all too. I don't know. You know, I only saw one person, but I knew it was for more than one person just because Spirit showed me some comments that would be on it. But yeah. Well, I'm glad it finally posted. Aren't they? 420? Oh, I love my high heels, baby. I love wearing my high heels. I mean, y'all should see some of the crazy looks I get when I walk into the bowling alley or even the pool hall. You know, wearing dress shorts and a blouse and high heels. You know, carrying my pool cue case or dragging my bowling ball bag. And they just look at me all crazy. It's always so funny. So yeah, I love my heels. I gotta get some more actually, because I know the pair that I have, they're worn out. It's been on the back burner. I'll get some eventually. I need a couple new pairs of high heels actually, but so yeah, because I still gotta work on the rest of the zodiac love readings for the Patreon. I got all the fire signs out of the way. Now I'm working on the air signs, and then it'll be the earth, and then the water signs be last. So hopefully I'll have it all done by this weekend and be able to come on one night with y'all to hang out and do some readings if I have the opportunity to. But the focus will be trying to get that all done and out of the way. But I'm glad it finally posted. Let's see what it says. So y'all can understand, because I even talk about how this past week has been and how this day played out. So ouch. So how y'all been since the last time I saw y'all, which was over the weekend? Some of y'all I didn't see Saturday, but some of y'all did stop in Saturday when I was on for a little bit. Anything good happening? Anybody got any good news to share with me? Or has it just been the same old different day? Chilling like a villain? Hey, baby, well, that's good that you're able to chill out. That's what I'm trying to do. It's one of the reasons why I came on, say hi for a little bit, to give me a break before I jump back into doing the rest of the Zodiac love readings. And do some other ones that I need to do that Spirit told me they want me to do, so. Stomach problems. I hate to hear that, baby. I hope your stomach calms down and you start to feel better. I'm sending you healing love and lights. So you pretty much got what Adam had. Constantly being tested. Oh no, Sunnyland. What's going on, beautiful? What you being tested with, girlfriend? If you want to share. JD and Marissa got it too. Oh no. The only person that hasn't gotten it is Georgia. Well, I hope y'all feel better. It's like I had those stomach problems a week ago too, but mine was because of something I ate. So I knew exactly what caused it. My mouth got dry. Hold on. I know, right? 420. Oh, Georgia started with the sneezing. That's not good. Well, did she end up having stomach problems too? Or was she just sneezing and the rest of y'all just got sick with stomach problems? How's the weather, 420? Is it all nice and sunny and warm, baby? I gotta admit, the weather's been pretty nice during the day. It's just starting to get freezing cold at night. Oh no. Sunny, 78. Must be nice, baby. I mean, I guess that's probably what it was like today. It wasn't warm, but it wasn't like cold either. It was almost the right temperature. Just when the sun went down, then I start freezing my booty off. So I'm waiting for all the leaves to change, start falling off. Waiting so I could see more of the deer running around. Hey, that's nice weather. I would enjoy that. Even though I would be cold, I'd rather be cold than hot. Any day. It's like, it was funny. When I went to the doctor the other day for my appointment, the nurse, it was funny to see her. She was all bundled up in a hoodie, and she even had, I think, a sweater on underneath it. And she was saying that she was trying to keep herself warm because it was cold in the office. And I said to her, I said, well, I'd rather be cold than hot because at least I got to put more layers on, but I can't peel my skin off. She's like, you got that right. She's like, that's why I'm not complaining. So she was all bundled up like a little Eskimo. It was funny. Oh, you gotta love that 420. That would drive me nuts. Oh no, Eternal. That's not good, baby. I'm glad you're out there trying to call out to them, though. Help them, baby. You know how to talk them out of it. You don't mind it? You like raking leaves? I just saw a bright spirit orb over here. I've never had to rake leaves, but then again, when, you know, I did have a tree at my old house that would shed leaves, but all my neighbors, they had trees that the leaves would fall off and they would blow into my yard. But one of my neighbors, he had his own business as a landscaper, so I hired him to cut my yard and also to blow up all the leaves and stuff. Because I would spend so much time out there between spring and summer pruning the rose bushes. And when I say I would go out there almost every day and spend hours out there trimming back my rose bushes, clean up all like the dead leaves or the leaves that would start, you know, turning yellow. I'd cut them off the rose bushes, otherwise it will kill the rest of the bush if you let it, you know, if there's so many that get on there and such. So yeah, the lawn rake. Yeah, that'd be the best way to do it, Eternal. I don't even have a riding lawnmower, so I don't even have a lawnmower at all right now. What am I talking about? But that helps. It makes it go faster, or at least get it done quicker, or it should. Hello, LSD. I'm Gravy. Thank you for asking. How you doing? See, I don't have any trees in my yard. I don't have any plants at all, for that matter, in my yard. But my neighbor right next to me, there's some trees right behind their house. And then there's the woods across the street. And that's it. So I wanted to plant some bushes and trees, but can't do it right now. Gotta wait. Oh my goodness. I was thinking about you, Daphne. I realized I haven't seen you in a while, beautiful. Where you been hiding at? I must have manifested you, girlfriend. Because I kid you not, there was 2 or 3 days this past week, 2 weeks. I realized I hadn't seen you. It's like, where's Daphne? You must have heard me calling you, beautiful. I'm Gravy. Thank you for asking. How you doing, sweetheart? It's good to see you. A lot was going on. I kind of felt like something was going on, and, you know, I figured you would show up when you could. Hopefully everything's calmed down now. Yeah, it's good to see you, beautiful. I did, I swear. I thought about you a couple of times. How's your kids doing? How's everything else going? Oh, same old nonsense, huh? Oh, dear. So let me guess, the ex hasn't left you and your child alone and still causing problems. Still showing up. Your daughter is good. Oh, that's good to hear. You're due this month. Yeah, I remembered you were carrying. What day are you doing, sweetheart? Oh, dear. I'm sorry to hear that, Daphne. He won't give up on the 12th. So you're pretty much close. You could probably have that baby at any moment then. Are you having a boy or a girl? A baby boy. Oh. You already got a name picked out for him? I know you're getting excited. You're probably ready to drop that baby already, aren't you? Isaiah. I love that name. That's a good name to have. Yes, you are so ready. I believe it. Are you just going to allow yourself to go into labor naturally, or do you have it like already set up, like on a specific date that they're going to induce your labor? Hello, I survived. How you doing? Yeah, Teddy's back there. Yeah. I was going to say, I know Teddy's on the screen. No, naturally. I think that's the best way to do it. That way you know that the baby's definitely ready into the world. So exciting. Congratulations, beautiful. So how are things with you and your man? Have things been going good, I hope? You're welcome. Oh, dear. You want to talk about it, girlfriend? I don't mean to pry. I haven't seen you in a while. And that's going to be rough, girlfriend. But I know you're strong. I know you can do it. Oh, wow. What, he did like a complete 360, what, like a Jekyll and Hyde kind of deal? You know, it's interesting, because I think even Eternal brought you up last week. Wow, that's insane. That's crazy. It's like, knowing the fact y'all been together for obviously a long time, because, you know, you're carrying that, you know, he could have hid that side of him for so long, and then just suddenly in recent months just show his true colors. It's always wild how, you know, people do that. Both the men and the ladies. It's like, I don't understand. Something else. You know, Daphne, I wonder if one of these readings I did over the past week is for you, girlfriend. Because let me tell you, over the weekend, Spirit unloaded Pandora's box on me where, since, you haven't been around a while, I finally got my Patreon membership up and going. And so I had an intention of doing some readings. And when I walked into the office, planning on doing, starting with like the zodiac signs, doing the love readings for every zodiac sign. I said once I got the Patreon up, I would do, all the zodiac signs. So I was trying to work on that, and then Spirit hits me with a song, which I knew had to do with someone who watches me. And so I ended up doing a reading on that. And once I was done with that, I, stepped away from my office, took a break, come back, get hit with another song, and it's like, here we go again. And it's happened like 2-3 different times this past week and a half. It's like, this is crazy. That's crazy, Daphne. I'm sorry to hear that. Hi, Bubba. I'm Gravy. Thank you for asking. How you doing? And Alejandro, I saw your donation come over, baby. Thank you. Thank you so much, baby. Let me see something. You want me to do a general collective or not collective? I got collective just stuck in my head right now, apparently. Do you want me to do a general reading for you, Alejandro, or do you have a question, baby? Well, I'm glad you feel happy and relieved with your decision, honey, because I know that couldn't have been easy. I'm just sorry you're going through it, honey. But I know you're strong. You'll get through it. Oh, you're connecting with a Cancer right now. Ooh. Okay. So you want me to read on you and this Cancer? Let me see. I got all my love decks, or at least most of them, laying on my desk right now. It's pretty interesting. Okay. A general love reading. All right, let's just see what comes out, baby. Which deck, Spirit? For Alejandro. I got so many to choose from, it's wild. For some reason, I'm being pulled to this one. I got all my other ones up on the walls, but most of them are over here, since that's all I've been doing, are love readings. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. Fix my chair. Let's see. Spirit. Oh, I'm missing one. Let me grab this one too. Hold on. I got a pretty cool love tarot deck. Okay. Let's see. Yes, Bubba, I'm drinking a Red Bull. That's what keeps me going sometimes. It's like my coffee. Alright, Spirit. Let's see. Show me. There's one specific deck I want to use. Let's see. Now that's just crazy. One of the readings I did over the weekend, that song's in my head again. So there's someone watching me right now for this one reading that I did. I haven't released it for everyone to watch it yet, but I will. It's for someone who's watching me right now. That's the only reason why that song would come in my head. Okay. Spirit show me for Alejandro with this Cancer. Alright, Spirit show me. Show me overall energy right now, Spirit. Okay, you gotta give me just one, Spirit. Come on now. For Alejandro and this Cancer, he's connecting with Spirit. Well, I see y'all do connect strongly, intellectually. There's a strong intellectual bond between y'all. And that's good. That's what's helping y'all connect and create this bond instead of it being, physical. But baby, be careful because I have this mirror effect here. Okay, the mirror could be both positive and this person could bring out the best traits in you and vice versa. But same thing with the mirror effect. It can bring out the worst too. So just be mindful of that. One more, Spirit. What else? One card, Spirit. Give me one more, please. For Alejandro with this Cancer he's connecting with. Spirit, clarify that. Before I say anything, clarify that, Spirit. Show me. Okay, baby. Just right now, do not get paranoid or anything like that, but because obviously you just started connecting with this person. So I get open relationship, right? Which would mean like having someone else. But this could already be like just this person, because y'all are just connecting, that there's other options out there for this person. But I feel like on everything else, like this person digs you. I get the wings of love with it. This was the clarifier card that came out for it. So I don't feel like it's literally like they would be interested in like having any threesome or anything like that. Maybe it's a fantasy for one of y'all, possibly. But I'm not picking up necessarily like it's that. However, I'm sure there's probably someone else that they might be also talking to. Just be aware. All right, Spirit. What's this person's intentions? Where did that deck go? Because I just pulled it out. Is it this one? Yeah. Spirit, what's this Cancer's intentions towards Alejandro? Show me. Cancer's intentions, please. their intentions? What's the Cancer's intention, Spirit? That's Alejandro. Oh, that's 2 came up. Okay. Well, I mean, I feel like this person's really feeling like they're connecting with you. They want you to accept their romantic gesture. Accept my romantic gesture. I want to experience something meaningful with you. So I feel like this person is looking at you as that serious potential, baby. I don't feel like this is a game, or, you know, sure, they might still be talking to someone else, but I feel like, you know, they're really in it for the right reasons. Just be careful, baby, that you're not rushing into this, okay? Because the other card I got is I'm rushing in love. Don't ignore the red flags. I'm still working through my issues, but I need to be near you while I do it. So this person could be, you know, a little clingy, because there could be something else going on. As the card says, they're working through something, but they also still enjoy connecting with you while they're going through and trying to get through whatever it is they're working through with their issues. One more, Spirit. What else is this person's intentions towards Alejandro? No, give me one more, Spirit. Thank you. Well, there's this potential of them being jealous too, baby. So one of the issues they could be dealing with is like someone from their past that might have been unfaithful to them. Or they may have an insecurity, you know, where they're not able to trust fully and completely like they should, you know, giving someone, a new person, a clean slate to work on. So I have jealousy here, because it says this jealousy is making me want to rush in. Don't be surprised if I get a little too overprotective. They want you to them for themselves. So there is that possibility in this. So let's see. What else, Spirit, show me? Let me pull out some tarot first. Show me. Spirit. Show me, Spirit, recent past for this Cancer Alejandro's connection with. Well, you bring a sense of hope to them. I have the Star card here. All right, Spirit, show me present energy, please. I feel like both you and this person, I feel like y'all are on the same playing field. We'll say, like, yeah, y'all would like someone in y'all's lives, but you're perfectly happy and content not having someone, okay? Unless, you know, this person really makes you want to, like, give up your freedom, because both of y'all seem to be like y'all are independent right now. It's not a Pentacles. It's all about independence and, you know, working on yourself and working, you know, with increasing your finances, you know, your stability, career, and even personal self-worth. What's at the center of this, Spirit? I have Page of Pentacles here, baby. So it's like both of y'all see this as a good opportunity to work towards, where it's something y'all can build on. So this is not a bad card to have in the middle, because it's all about new opportunity. And I feel like this person really wants to give this connection a real chance. I still don't feel like they're in it for anything, having any kind of bad intentions. I'm not picking up like they're going to play games with you. I feel like this person will be very sincere, but again, baby, be careful, because I feel a sense of insecurity with jealousy. So that might be one of the issues they're going to have to process. And as you well know, I've told you many times, you're a great looking guy. So a lot of ladies would probably have struggled to trust you, because, you know, I know you get a lot of looks. You may not realize it, but I know you do. All right, Spirit. Show me, what's the advice? This must be one of the oracle cards. Yeah, I feel like Spirit wants to make sure that you and this Cancer are still making sure y'all are doing the inner work. Because again, you know, Spirit's saying that, let me know to tell you that there's some issues that this person is still processing, right? Because that was over here. So, but you also to focus on yourself too. And I feel like it's a matter of just you needing to take your time with this. Both of y'all try not to rush it, even though I feel like y'all are both excited about each other. There still could be that possibility that you may miss some red flags and vice versa. Clarify this card for me, Spirit. Why is this card here? Clarify it. Well, what I would say to you, Alejandro, is, you know, while y'all are both working, yeah, I feel like this person feels like really like you would be almost like a wish coming true for them. This connection could be what they've been dreaming about, because I get the 9 of Cups out here with it. So I feel like this person, and Spirit saying, even for you, this could be like your wishes coming true with this relationship. But again, baby, be careful to not rush into this. Don't overthink it, but don't underthink it either. Just be more realistic about your expectations, what you're hoping for. Let me see what the possible outcome is. Spirit, show me. Doggone it. Hold on. Show me best future outcome, please. And then I'm going to pull some more oracle cards. Yeah, this love is going to be a brand new beginning for both of y'all. So Spirit showing me that both of you are going to go into this wanting this and wanting to build on this. This is a brand new start. Again, Spirit saying to take things slow, because I have the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom. Take it slow. But also, don't be so reserved or feel like you're having to keep all your walls up. I feel like this person can make you feel a little more comfortable, you know, as time progresses forward. I feel like they want to win your trust. I do get the energy. They want to even win your heart, you know, if that's even possible. But I also feel like they would be scared just like anyone else is scared. Naturally, we're all scared to get hurt. And I feel like they feel, you know, afraid that you possibly could hurt them too. But, you know, I know you also feel the same. So let me see. Let me see what's going to possibly block this. Let me grab my love block deck first. Spirit, show me. What could block this? This union from growing. What can get in the way? Alejandro and the Cancer he's connecting with. What can get in the way of this union? What can block this union from developing or growing, Spirit, with Alejandro and his Cancer he's connecting with? What are the potential blocks, Spirit, Alejandro needs to be made aware of? I got 2 cards. Love is blinding. Again, like, I feel like one of y'all might rush into this too quickly. So here's the first one that came out. Love is blinding. So that could be a potential for being so excited and even getting swept up in it that you'll miss the red flags. And then that could cause a split, right? And things being said or things being misunderstood or misinterpreted and so forth. I feel like there's still a part of them they're working through with whatever these issues are, because it's like they may not be completely awakened to this love as much as they want it to be. And I still see like this is a potential for, where'd it go? Find the card. That's what I get for moving cards around. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Even though I have the Nine of Pentacles over here, which is like, you know, y'all being strong and independent, but I also have the Nine of Cups here, like a wish come true. But again, I get like this person is just scared. Like, on one hand, I see they want this. Like, they see the potential in what their future could be like if they really give all themselves to you and to this relationship and allowing it to grow. But on the other hand, I feel like it scares the living crap out of them, because I feel like there is a big red flag under it of jealousy, insecurity, like that other card, that I feel like they may want to, like, not just that they're going to get jealous, but they may become overpossessive of you, Alejandro, is what I'm picking up. And that can create problems in itself for you. But like I said, I feel like this person has a good heart. It's just there's so much issue still laying underneath the surface that they haven't really worked themselves through yet. So, but let me confirm that, because I have my problem deck here. Yeah, it's right here. Spirit, show me, what is the potential problems with this relationship developing? What can possibly come up? What can possibly happen that Alejandro needs to be made aware of? Show me. Spirit, what's the possible problems that can arise from this connection with this Cancer that Alejandro needs to be made aware of? Okay. Here goes. Let's see. One of it could be that one of y'all, if not both of y'all, can become too afraid to not take the risk in each other, taking it to the next level, which is like the red flag, like not giving all yourself, but under giving instead, allowing that fear to chase one of y'all away to where you don't bring it all to the table. Like, you should invest, you know, yourself into this. The other one is like trying to be in control of how the relationship unfolds. This is about having a blueprint set out, having a straight idea of how this relationship should unfold, or how all relationships, romantic relationships, should unfold, and trying to keep it following that straight line. And Spirit saying you can't do that, can't control it. Allow it to go and flow naturally. You know, be who you are, okay? Because there's a lot of great traits about you, And, you know, based on, you know, over, you know, several months that I've gotten to know you, you do a lot of those things that, you know, a woman like me would very much appreciate and enjoy. Don't change those things. But at the same time, don't expect the other person to react the way that you would want them to or hope them to, you know. So understand, just allow it to unfold gradually and organically without needing to be in control of everything. And then the other one that came out, this is who's initiating, less is more. And this card says, make sure both of you are putting in the same effort for now. When you talk, text, or meet, keep it short and sweet. Limit your contact until they come to you for more. So this is like specifically saying, like, make sure you're not over giving. Make sure what you give, you're also receiving. There's an equal give and take, an equal balance. Otherwise, you know, like the type of guy you are, you might over deliver and that person doesn't give in return or have the even equal exchange. You're leaving, Daphne. Good night, honey. All right, let me see. What else, Spirit? Let me grab this other deck real quick. Actually, no, I want that other deck. Where'd it go? Okay. If they could talk to you right now, what would they say? Spirit, show me. If they could talk to Alejandro right now and could speak truly from their heart, what would they say? Show me, Spirit. They have no regrets meeting you. So, you know, I feel like they're very glad that y'all have met because they would do it again, meeting you. So I even get, like, from the long-term perspective, Alejandro, I don't feel like this person would ever regret meeting you, as the energy sits right now. Because I feel like there's something uniquely special about you, baby, that you bring to the table that most guys out there don't deliver. And I'm not bashing the guys, gay. I'm just saying, like, you definitely aren't that bare minimum guy. To where I know a lot of guys out there, they only give the bare minimum. There's not hardly any of them out there like you who give more. So, what else, Spirit? What else will this person want to say? I feel like they, it would be hard to get over you, baby. If it wouldn't follow through. You know, this card says I'm not over you. But this is like telling me, Spirit saying, like, if it didn't work out, you would be a hard one to let go. That you would be hard to get over. And I almost get the energy like you would be like that opportunity, a missed opportunity for this person when it comes to you. So, overall, baby, you know, aside from the, you know, possessive jealousy aspect, I feel like this person's intentions are genuine. I feel like, you know, as long as you keep it the way it is now and don't rush into the physical dynamic of it all, allow, you know, y'all's intellectual continue to develop that bond mentally, but also emotionally before you try and focus on bringing any kind of the physical dynamics into it, because that just confuses it. And then sometimes that's when we confuse sex for love, when it's not that. All right, Spirit. Anything else does Alejandro need to know about this Cancer? Yeah, there's going to be sacrifices y'all are both going to have to make in order to give to this relationship for it to grow. Because I got sacrifices, which means it comes with compromise. It also comes with having to be flexible and open-minded. Okay, but again, baby, you might get frustrated at times with this person, and same thing on their end. They might get a little frustrated with you. But as long as you take it slow and let it unfold organically, I feel like this could be very good, very strong. Let's see, Spirit. What else? Don't forget about your self-worth either, Alejandro. Baby, make sure that this person doesn't like take control of, you know, you forgetting about yourself. Because I know you're a giver. I know you're very loving and nurturing and caring. That you can get yourself so caught up in it that you lose sight of self. So make sure you don't do that. Make sure you're not giving so much and sacrificing so much that you lose sight of who you are. Try and keep an equal balance in it, baby. So I'm happy to hear that, Alejandro. Yeah, I think so far so good. It's looking good, baby. Let's see. One more, Spirit. Last message, Spirit. Yeah, Spirit's showing me like this is a potential for a perfect match. So there's a perfect match here is what Spirit's showing. So I feel like y'all do match naturally, intellectually. It might be the emotional part that might be a challenge, but don't overthink it. You know, give them a chance to show you who they are. And just remember, baby, allow people to show you who they are. You know, make sure that their actions are lining up with their words. And if it doesn't, then it's hard to kind of like put your faith and trust in, right? And believe that they're being upfront and honest and transparent with you. Is there anything else, Alejandro? And you're welcome, baby. Hi, Mystic. Okay, honey. Let me see. And hi, Shelby. And hi, everyone else who came in. Welcome, beautiful people. Let me get... I guess I didn't need this deck after all. Okay. You're so welcome, baby. Thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate you, baby. All right, let's see. Okay, Mystic. Yeah, I got your donation, beautiful. Thank you so much. Do you have a question, honey? Or you want me just to pull a couple cards, see what messages Spirit has for you? Long time no see, Shelby. I know, beautiful. Spirit unloaded Pandora's box on me last week. So I've been busy doing my recorded readings for the Patreon members and all that good stuff. So how you doing, sweetheart? How's school? Okay, Mystic, what's your question, honey? Let's see. Yeah, that goes there. That goes in this deck. Let me put some of these cards back up. Well, let me see, honey. I'll see if I can answer with a couple cards. I may not be able to do it with a couple cards, beautiful. Just be aware. Because that's like in-depth reading, like what I just did for Alejandro. Alright, where does... put this here. But I'll say this much to you, Mystic, before I pull any cards. You want to know how, at least from my perspective, personal experience, how I cut through the BS. Understand me when I say, you know your person. You'll know them. Not just know them, but you'll know it's your person or you're meant to be with that person for however long, because that person will never be confused about wanting to be with you. Okay? Now, granted, are there exceptions to rules? Of course, there always are. But what I would say is if someone is pursuing me, and let's just say we've been talking, for a little bit, by the second, no more than the third month, that person should know right then and there if they want to be with me or not. And I'm not saying by, 3 months at the max that person needs to know if they want to marry me. I don't mean that. They should at least have a good idea and should not be confused if they want to pursue me and develop a serious relationship and see where it goes or not. So that's how you should see through it, and that's how you get through the BS. And so you don't waste your time on connections that aren't ever going to go anywhere. If someone tells me they're confused about me, it's like, okay, well, there's the door, But let's see. Put this on where that one deck is. Okay, I'm going to put this back. Which one, Spirit? Let me just see what the problem is. What's getting in the way? What's blocking this? What's blocking this connection, Spirit, Mystic, and the person she's connecting with? What's blocking this connection, Spirit? Show me. What's blocking this connection Mystic has with this person? HP. What's the block, Spirit? Spirit. What's blocking? Let's get in the way of HP committing to Mystic. I feel like this person is going through something right now. Give me one more, Spirit. What's the other possible issue that's blocking this? I feel like they're going through something in life that maybe they haven't shared with you, or they don't feel comfortable opening up to you about. What's the other possible block, Spirit? Give me more. Yeah, there seems to be a sense of immaturity as well. They're not quite grown up, the immaturity. So they're not like mentally and emotionally mature enough to take on a serious relationship to be with you. But the other part of the issue is there's something they're going through. They're like going through something in life, and they're trying to like take their time to get through it and to deal with whatever it is. And part of it could be just them having to put on their big boy pants and say, okay, I'm going to give to this relationship because this person deserves it, because I see my future with them and so forth. So that's what I see what it is, beautiful. And again, though, beautiful, like I said, you should know. No, it shouldn't take no longer than 3 months max, okay? And I'm giving some leeway because I would normally say a couple months, but I'll give you a third month max. Your person and you should know if you want to pursue serious or not. And if they're still confused or if you're confused, they're not your person. So just take it in that mindset too. And I get, you could develop strong feelings for someone, but in order for that relationship to ever develop, the other person also needs to have some type of strong feelings to want to invest in you in the relationship. Otherwise, it's never going to go anywhere. And then you're going to see this constant pattern. You're going to see this constant circle, like a Ferris wheel, because it's like if this person knows, I'll put it to you like this: if this person knows you like them, you want to be with them, but they're not ready to make that commitment, and if they feel like because they know you like them, that you're almost like kind of waiting on them, that they're going to go out there and play and experience other options, and you might find yourself in this vicious cycle, beautiful, to where a year from now, and I've seen it happen, understand me, when I've done readings for people privately, um 2 years, 5 years, I've had people come to me and ask for a private reading, just me and them, and want to know why this relationship isn't developing with this person that they like, and it's because that person knows they like them and they're waiting for them. And nothing ever changes. This person keeps doing this with them, spinning them around in the same vicious cycle. Nothing changes. And I've had to tell them both the same thing. It's time to walk away. Because, again, your person's going to know if they want you or not. It's not going to be no confusion, especially ain't going to take no freaking year or more. Come on. Yeah, and they will. If they think you will wait for them, they'll make you wait however long. It's sad. I get that. And yeah, I don't think so highly of people who do that, you know, but they do. So I would put my foot down and just tell them now. I don't know how long you've been talking to them or whatever, but I would, and stick to your guns. Say, like, are we going to make this work now? Or do I need to walk out that door and say bye-bye and go find someone else? Because it's almost, it's like I tell people, Mystic. I've said it to many people on my streams, especially when there's, even, infidelity involved. Someone's cheated, I always tell everybody, I said, listen to me. I don't care how much I may like or love someone. I could be crazy in love about them, and I have been. Understand me, okay? And they cheated on me. And what did I have to do? I had to love me more. By loving me more, I had to walk away from that relationship, as hard as that was, because I had a lot of deep feelings for them. But they gave me no other choice. They proved to me, obviously, they don't love me the same way I love them. Because if they did, they would never have hurt me that way. But I felt like they felt like they could, because they thought my feelings were so strong that I would just stay and put up with it. Nope, they were sadly mistaken. So I feel like this kind of applies here with you. Like, again, you could really like them, even love this person, but in the same thing, they're going to use that against you to make you wait. So it's time to put your foot down with them. It's now or never. Exactly. Exactly right, Shelby. They will. They'll keep playing that game, keep you waiting. Don't allow them to do that to you, Mystic. You deserve someone who wants you, and only you, who has no confusion about it, doesn't have to think about it. But again, allow their actions to line up with what their words say. What do their actions tell you? Does it match? And if it doesn't match, then that tells you all you need to know. They're not being transparent. They're not being completely honest with you. And do you really want to be with someone who can't be honest with you? As badly as you may want them to be honest with you, because you feel the way you feel for them. They're not being that way, though. So it's time to love you more and tell them hit the road. So I hope that answers your question, honey. Yeah, I missed it, because that's the other advice I always give people. Just some wisdom, okay? How do I want to put this? When I tell people, when people start dating, you know, looking for their forever partner or whatever it is they're looking for, I say it all the time. Date with intention, meaning find the people and only date the people who want the same thing you want, who are actually ready for a serious relationship. Not the ones who just want to have, you know, a casual fling or just date casually or whatever, you know, other, you know, categories or labels people put, you know, different scenarios under today. Make sure you only go for the people who have the same intention as you. Okay? That will help you get through all the BS too. And understand me, you know, because people think, well, you know, yeah, they told me up front, I'm not, you know, they're not ready to have a serious relationship, but I'll change their mind. Don't do that to yourself, because you're going to end up going down a rabbit hole. And the only person you can blame for it is yourself, is you ended up hurting yourself because you thought you can change their mind. And I'm not saying it's not possible, but allow that person to change their mind on their own. Not you trying to force their hand, or you sitting around and waiting thinking, oh, if that's, they'll see, you know, that I'm this great person and they'll want me again, because that person is going to know if you're their person or not. There won't be any confusion about it. So I hope that makes sense. Oh, I'm happy to hear that, beautiful, and you're welcome. Just keep it all in mind, beautiful. And yeah, just focus on yourself right now, because a person that you want, again, you don't want them guessing about you. But during this time when you're not with anyone, focus on the things that you like doing in this life. You know, what do you want to do? Is there certain hobbies or interests you want to pursue? A specific career? Like, what are your goals? Invest in yourself. Make yourself so desirable and allow your light to shine so brightly that you attract the right people towards you. And it's not to say that you want to attract some of the bad eggs out there, because that's going to happen here either way. But you're not going to want to settle for anything less than what you feel you deserve when you do that. When you're happy with yourself, when you're happy with your life. It's like being in the mindset of abundance, right? And the best way I can explain it is, it's like, say you go to the mall, okay? You got a pocket full of cash, all your bills are paid. You go to the mall and you see this rocking pair of shoes, okay? But price tag might be pretty pricey. Even though you got the money, you could pay for it, you know, and you like the shoes. But then you take a step back and feel like, do I really need that? Do I really need that? And you may find yourself, it's like, no, I'm content. I'm happy with what I got. And you find that, you know, that's the abundant mindset. You know, yeah, you can have all these different options, but do you really need it? Do you really want it? And you'll find 9 times out of 10, you'll say no. It'd be like you get some crazy salesperson out there and try and sell you like a new computer that you don't need. But that salesperson will try and convince you you need that freaking computer and get you to spend whatever money. But do you really need it? You know, it's like, no, I'm good. I'm happy. And it doesn't matter what that person says to you and tries to convince you otherwise that you need it. You know, no, I'm good. Thank you. Approach your relationships the same way. No, when you're happy and you're content being by yourself. That's when you're ready to pursue a relationship. Because then again, you're not going to settle for the BS. You'll walk away from it until you find the person that's right for you. So I hope that helps you, honey. Hi, Tom. How you doing? Oh, my goodness, my beautiful Shelby. What am I going to do with you, girlfriend? Exactly, Shelby. Do what you love. Do what makes you happy and fills you up inside. Don't try and fill a void, you know, by putting a person there. You know, the person that should be filling that void is yourself first. then you can bring someone else into the dynamic, into the mix. So, yes, you're absolutely right, Shelby. Okay. Thank you again for your donation, Mystic, and thank you for trusting me to read for you. And you too, Alejandro. I meant to say that to you, baby. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Oh, of course, Shelby, I love you. You know that, girlfriend. Don't say you're delusional, beautiful. I mean, have you let him know you like him yet? Because you were saying to me before that you haven't. Because you fear like he won't accept you because of y'all's religious beliefs being different. Well, beautiful, you know what I told you. You've heard me say it many times. In high eternal. About you'll never know what something could potentially turn into until you let that person know you like them and you have a crush on them. All the while, you're over here dreaming about being with him without letting the guy know that you got it for him, right? And then you're having all these, fantasies of what that could be like. But what if you find out now up front that those possible dreams could never manifest because that person would never be interested in you? Not saying that's what it is. I'm just giving you an example. And then you feel like a fool wasting all these, this time that's passed, weeks, months, even potential years. Because you were, focused on this one person while, excuse me, while you allowed all these other options pass you by that you could have had an interest in one of them and developed something. So you see, that's why you should let them know. Hi, Kathy. How you doing, honey? Yeah, Toby's still his feisty self, we'll say. I know, Shelby. I know it's hard for you to tell him. You just, I give you some wisdom, girlfriend, about it. I would hate for you to waste any more time, beautiful. But, I love you either way. Yeah, Three of Swords, heartbreak. That's what that is. And Five of Swords, that's pretty much letting you know that they would almost, I would feel like they would play games with you. Or they could not, be serious about you because there's other options for them. So. Trust your own intuition, beautiful. And I know those cards you pulled for yourself, yeah, that's not what you want to hear, but it's what you need to hear, beautiful. So. And yeah, because energy is, fluid. It constantly does change. That's why it's always been hard for me. This is just me. To even be so tied down to zodiac signs because everyone is going through something different and not everyone's on the same timeline. And we're meant to have and experience something different. Yeah, we can read for the majority, but it doesn't mean it's going to apply to everyone. And it's a possibility that what, gets read on could have already happened. But for other people, they're just starting to go through it or they're getting ready to go into it. So, to where I'd rather read the collective energy and individual energy because I could specifically target on you as an individual more. Yeah, I can see you being that Queen of Pentacles. And if you're feeling very happy right now and very abundant, yeah. You know, Queen of Pentacles is like that mother. You know, you're the nurturer, is what it means. So, don't ignore it, beautiful. I know you want, you know, the chance to be with him, but just wait and see what happens. But I realize you're not ready to hear that answer from him yet. Okay, Shelby. Yeah, email me if you want. Trust what you got, girlfriend. Even if it's hard to hear. I get it. It's not always what we want to hear, but it's what we need to hear. $115. Did Curtis ever come back? I guess not. I feel bad. Okay, yeah, I can understand that. But beautiful, just because y'all may not have a lot in common doesn't mean it couldn't still potentially work. Because sometimes opposites attract. Because each one of you as individuals brings something uniquely different to each other's lives, to the relationship in its entirety. And that could be a wonderful thing. To where maybe there's something about him where he has these strengths and you might be weakened, and then vice versa. It's kind of the same thing. So you might even complement each other in that way. So don't look at it as always a bad thing to think, oh, because of these things, because we really don't have anything in common, it won't ever work. That's not always true. I've seen it where opposites attract, and I've seen it work. So just be realistic about it, beautiful. But I understand why you say what you say too. I do understand that. Oh, absolutely. I would love that too. That's interesting. I'm looking at a sun card right now. When you say he's the sun and you're the moon. And that's a beautiful way of seeing it though. And I understand why you feel you're the moon. But if you can all make it work, you know, just start it off with a friendship, you know. Because look at it this way, Shelby. Some of the best relationships that go the long haul are the ones who start off on the foundation of friendship. It's like they don't enter into this new relationship, you know, just with the romantic interest. They have the developed friendship first. That's the foundation. And then build the romantic part of the relationship on top of the foundation of the friendship. And that's what I think helps to make relationships last as long as many of them do. Um, because in any type of romantic relationship, you still got to remember you're not just lovers and partners. You're also supposed to be each other's best friends. So there has to be the foundation of that friendship there, because It's like I like to remind people sometimes when, as no relationship's perfect. So at some point in time you're gonna have a fight, an argument, a disagreement. There's gonna be something like that. And you'll find moments, especially as the relationship progresses on, long term, we're talking about, years, right? That there's gonna be some days you're gonna be annoyed with your person. Okay, it doesn't mean that you stop loving them, but you may not like them some days, right? But you still gotta love them. And when you don't get along and you get maybe so mad at them, it's like you your emotions in the moment, it's like, man, I can't, stand you anymore. I'm mad at you, and you want to walk out the door and never look back, right? But then you remember, and they remember about the friendship, and that's what brings you back to the table. And it's like, I'm sorry, I said some things I didn't mean to say, it's just sometimes, these little things annoy me and it gets the best of me, whatever the issues are, but you come back to that friendship and remember that you still like each other and have love and respect for each other on the foundation of that friendship, putting the romantic part of the relationship to the side in that moment. And that'll always bring both people back to the table if they both can remember that, of how that, y'all's foundation was originally built upon. It's not saying a relationship can't last if it's solely based on romantic intention. I'm not saying it won't. But during that course, you're still getting to know each other, even when you just start dating. And it's that friendship that you build with each other that forms a stronger bond right underneath the romantic part of it, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Yeah, I agree. And that's the way all relationships should be. There should be that friendship first. But then people get too much caught up about, oh, I was just put in the friend zone. That person has no romantic interest in me, which that could be the complete opposite. They may like you, it's just they're still getting to know you. And then you have some who fear ruining the friendships. Like, God, you're such a good friend that if we were to take it to the next level and we don't stay together, it can destroy this beautiful friendship we've built. So you see, there's different reasons of why. So it's hard. And everyone's going to be different, and I get that. So, but it's always good to have that friendship. That's the strong, stable foundation that every relationship should be based off of first. When we're talking about, romantic wise. But even in family dynamics, it's the same thing. Yeah, y'all are family, but y'all still got to be friends too. And you understand, there's going to be those days your family members are going to irritate you. They'll do things that really get under your skin, and you may say some things or, have an argument of some kind, and then, you blow up at them and say some horrible things possibly, and then, a day or two later, however long, you come back and, it's like you remember, you're still family. I may not like you right now for what you did or what you said, but you're still family. And we're supposed to still be friends and family. I still love you. I just may not really like you right now, but I still love you. So there's a difference in that. Oh yeah, family can be so hard to deal with sometimes. I understand that. I do. Yep, love is very complex. You know, it's complex and multi-layered, but I think sometimes some of us make it more complicated than what it needs to be. If we just learn to get through all the BS to get to the other side, it would solve a lot of problems. So I take my approach as a friend first before I look beyond that. Because just like I feel, and I know you agree with me, Shelby, like even your family, your blood family, you didn't get to choose or decide who, you end up being brought into who's, family dynamic. But then you have those friends that feel like brothers or sisters to you or something like that. And though there may not be blood, but to you, they're just like your own blood family. So it's kind of the same dynamic. Yeah, I know, beautiful, and I'm sorry. And I thought about this the other day. In fact, I remember thinking about this last night, in fact. I have a couple of my loved ones, who passed away. And they could have been hard to deal with at times. Trust me, they could be very difficult to deal with at times. But I still loved them. And I missed them greatly. And it's like I missed their presence so much that I would give almost anything just to have them here and deal with them in one of their most complicated times that would challenge me and make me, want to pull my hair out and scream and yell and all this and that, right? I would give almost anything just for them to hear them like bicker at me or whatever. That would drive me insane. Just to know that they're here because their presence is missed so much. So I get that. You get in those moments where even though your loved one could be toxic at times when they're alive, but yeah, they might have been toxic at times, but I'll tell you, I would give anything to have their toxicity right now just to know they're here with me. So I get that. I'm saying you love and light, girlfriend. Just take your time with it. Give yourself that grace and compassion. You're still grieving, beautiful, because it's like, and I meant to make a video, and I probably will, because someone asked me a wild question the other day. I actually got asked a couple of questions having to do with grieving and such, and I always think it's like, um, you process it in your own way, because it doesn't matter how much time goes by, you'll never ever be completely over it. I don't care how long it's been. You're gonna grieve the loss of your loved ones until you take your last breath in this world. Um, you just come to a certain point where you can accept it a little bit more. It gets a little bit easier. The pain will lessen. Won't be feel so raw and fresh in the moment. It doesn't mean that you still won't have those days where one minute you might be fine, next minute you want to bawl your eyes out. It just hits you out of nowhere. That's normal. It's normal to experience that. It doesn't matter how long it's been. So, like, I tell you, this Thanksgiving will mark 25 years my mom has been gone. And I can tell you there's still those moments where the loss of her, that pain, that grief, feels so raw like it just happened yesterday. So know that. Give yourself that time and grace, beautiful. Go through it. Oh no. I hate to hear you got in a car accident. Yep, that was a sign from her. Finding those 2 pennies. I'm happy you found them. And that's interesting. She was a car instructor. I'm glad to hear you're okay, honey. Hopefully the damage to your car wasn't bad, that they can fix it. But I hate to hear you were in an accident, but I'm happy to hear you're okay. Yeah, I get that. I know that's tough too. And the holidays are always the hardest, where they're more missed during those times. Like this Christmas, this Thanksgiving will be the first one without my loved one who passed away back in January. And I was at their house for all the holidays the past several years. So it's not gonna be easy. And I realize that. And wherever you go, Shelby, if the holiday is being held on at someone else's house, possibly they have an extra chair there. Okay, and asked if they if they can set that extra chair out. Don't let anyone sit in it, but put like your grandmother's name there, and that represents her. And understand me, beautiful. You may not see her. You may not hear her voice. You may not literally feel her there. But she'll be sitting in that chair. Just know that, okay? And that might help. And I know it might feel odd to some people, and they may even feel awkward about it, so it's going to depend on who it is, but I try and think of that and remember that on those days. I leave a couple extra chairs empty for my parents because I know they're still there in spirit, enjoying the festivities alongside with me and the rest of my family. Yikes. So did you get like rear-ended, or did they just hit like the back, very back, driver's side of the car? Hopefully they got ticketed. Hey there, Steve. How you doing, baby? What's happening with you? It's good to see you, honey. That card felt weird. I'm gravy, baby. Thank you for asking. I've just been busy. Been Spirit unloaded Pandora's box on me this past week, so I've been busy doing all kinds of readings for my Patreon members. And there's still several I still gotta do. Love readings for the zodiac signs and such, so. Hey, Fred. How you doing, baby? They hit the left side back door, okay. Well, beautiful. Hopefully, whatever you get for that car, since it's totaled, that'll be enough to get a new car to put a down payment or whatever it is you got to do. I hate it. Total out your car, though. That's rough, beautiful. I need to use the ladies' room, y'all. And stand up for a minute and stretch. So y'all give me a few minutes to get up, step away, and I'll be back. Okay. beautiful people. Hey, Andre. How you doing, baby? It's good to see you. How you been? Oh, Shelby, well, I appreciate you coming in, beautiful, and saying hi to me. Did I miss it again? Holy moly. That'd be my luck. I missed it again. No, I didn't. Okay. Thank goodness. All this doggone junk mail. I've been gravy, baby. I just been busy working. I've been in this office the last couple of days. Like when I came on Saturday, I'd already been in here almost all day, and then I worked all the way until like I lay down maybe around 1, 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon. So I was up for like 36 hours because Spirit just unloaded Pandora's box on me. So I was trying to do my readings for my Patreon members, and then in the process, Spirit had other readings in mind for me to do, so I did those in between, and then I got drained after I did one of the readings. It got so heavy, so I had to shut down for a couple of days. So I've been back up doing it since then, trying to get these readings done and out of the way, and then of course Spirit brings me another one earlier today, so I did that. So, but I'm good. It's always good to see you, Andre. How you doing? Oh, I have the string cheese over here. You know, I can't complain. That song's playing in my head again. It's for someone who watches me. So my lurkers in the background, there might be a reading out there you may need to watch because it's someone who watches me. And that song's hitting me again for some reason. You have a bit of insomnia. Aside from that, you're doing well. Well, I'm happy to hear that, baby. I know. Gotta love insomnia. I understand it. I do. Yeah, I mean, it's been my goal. I mean, working all day. Like I said, trying to get all these readings done for the Patreon members. Working on Zodiac Love readings is what I've been working on, but I had a few other ones that were random that obviously Spirit needed me to do it for someone, so. It's almost 2 o'clock. Are you still here, Shelby? Eternal, are you still here, baby? Okay, just making sure, baby. Andre, why are you suffering with insomnia? What's on your mind? Are you stressed out about something or what? No, that's so sweet of you to say, Andre. And I appreciate y'all. And I appreciate you, Andre. Thank you for your love and support and all you do, baby. So yeah, I hope to be done with the Zodiac love readings by the weekend. I already got the fire signs out of the way. I just started working on the air signs, and next will be earth, and then the last one will be the water signs. So, but there's a few random readings I did, like I said, because Spirit kept hitting me with songs left and right. And I knew I was supposed to read on them because they weren't for me specifically. I asked that question, and my spirit guides made it clear. Okay. So, oh, well, I appreciate you. Yeah, I came on at 11 o'clock my time. I'm not sure where you're located at, but I'm in the Eastern time zone. So I was going to come on a little bit earlier, but I was in the middle of doing a couple of the zodiac readings, so, and I didn't want to stop while I had the energy to do them, so, but I just needed to take a break after I did those last couple of them. Come on and hang out, say hi to y'all for a little bit. So, I'll probably go in a few minutes though, so I can get back to my other readings and I guess find something to munch on. Besides just this cheese, if I can find something else. I almost tripped again today. Instead of my face hitting the floor, I hit my wall. So now there's a nice pretty lipstick mark on my wall. I was like, oh great. Oh, too stubborn to move the stupid gates. Don't know why. Oh, thank you so much, Andre. Thank you very much, baby. Appreciate you. So I tried wiping the mark off my wall, but you can still see a little color. I was like, whoa. But then I could see all these other marks on my wall. It's like, well, even though this house is only a little over a year old, it does have some marks on it. It's been lived in. I think it was just from moving furniture around and all that stuff. Okay, Andre. Well, thank you for stopping and saying hi, baby. Thank you so much for your donation and showing your love and support to me, baby. I greatly appreciate you. Sweet dreams to you. Good night. See you next time. I feel like I got something in my eye. Weird. Yeah, it's on my eyeball. I can see it. I must have sleep in my eye. I wonder if that spirit's nice way of telling me it's time to sign off. My luck, that probably is probably exactly what they're trying to tell me. And I think I ate something the other day. Besides, me getting sick with food poisoning last week. I just noticed it earlier today. Um, I cracked one of my a tooth. So, oh boy, now I'm gonna have to go to the dentist and get it fixed. I don't know what it was that I cracked it on, but I did. Eating something. It's not like I've had any steak, but the only hard thing I could think of that I've eaten, it would be that beef jerky that's chewy. So I don't know how it happened, but now I have to go deal with that. What can you do, though? That's life, right? You just fight through it. Excuse me. Excuse me. Dang, why am I burping so much? I've had my Red Bull and Mountain Dew, but I usually don't burp from drinking that. That's interesting. Hmm. Andre, just send me an email, baby. Um, once you send a payment to it, and just send me an email, to schedule it, baby. Yeah, if you want it done privately, baby, to where it's not here on the stream for everyone to listen to your reading, you'll have to email me and, to schedule it. And yeah, my Zelle and Venmo would be the best way to send a donation to. Um, if you're okay doing it here, I'll do it whenever I'm on here. It's just up to you, baby, how you want to do it. So, but I look forward to doing a reading for you, baby. I would be honored. And it depends if you want a reading done, like, if you want it. Right now, I have a special, baby, if you do it privately, to where I record it, so if you have a question, I'll try and answer a couple questions in the reading, and, then I'll ask follow-up questions pertaining to it. It's for a limited time, for $55.55. But if you want to talk to me, like, privately, like in a live chat, one-on-one, it's more expensive. So it's just up to you, baby, how you want to do it. But that's an option, just so you know. Wait a minute. What the heck? Now that's so messed up. I never got that freaking email. So I did miss it. That's crazy. Oh well. Nothing I can do about it. Okay, baby. Sounds good. Good night to you, Andre. Sweet dreams, baby. See you next time. Thank you again for everything. That means a lot to me, baby. Y'all, I just got a freaking email. Because it's Friday. I had a Zoom call with someone that I have a subscription for. And I never got the email, never got the reminder of it taking place until just now. And it's Friday, 2 a.m. in the morning. But this happened yesterday, as in Thursday. Like, craziness. Only me, because I'm out in the sticks. I would get an email hours after the fact. Like, chilly. Well, my beautiful people, I believe it's time to say goodnight to y'all for now. I'm unsure when I'll be around next. Because, like I said, my focus is trying to get all my readings done for my Patreon members. And knock that out of the way since I didn't get to get it all done over the weekend like I had originally planned. But I'm going to try and pop up some other time by this weekend when, I don't know. But I appreciate y'all coming out and hanging out with me for a little while. It's always good to see y'all and catch up with y'all. And thank you for everyone, for y'all's love and loyalty and support, your donations. It helps a lot. I can't thank y'all enough for it all. And in case if y'all didn't get the notification, I did have a video that I posted. It was supposed to be a preview, but it didn't finish uploading until a couple hours ago. So if you're curious, it's out there for y'all to watch. It's up to you. And I'll have a couple other ones that I'll release by the weekend. So, I haven't been able to do the daily card pull because my attention's been on the memberships for the Patreon people. But I'll try and get some up by the weekend too. So, my beautiful people, I'm wishing y'all a wonderful weekend and a happy Friday, because it's technically Friday for me right now. And hopefully I'll see y'all sometime by the weekend. If not, I'll see y'all sometime next week. When, I don't know, beautiful people. I'm coming on when Spirit calls me to. So, I don't have any scheduled dates of exactly when. But I'm going to try and pop up at least once a week. And do a live. If I can do another one and do more, I will. But, I pretty much already told Spirit, that I needed to take a step back and, focus on the Patreon membership first. And, plus I'm trying to get back into shooting pool again and all that good stuff. So, but thank you everyone for being here. And if you haven't subscribed already, please don't forget to subscribe and like if you haven't done so. And when you hit the notification bell, select all so you'll be notified for everything that I post to my channel if you're interested. Just, you know, something to remind y'all of. You may want to check your subscriber, because sometimes YouTube, don't ask me why it happens, but I'm not the only one it happens to. I know there's a lot of us out there where it seems like randomly, YouTube will randomly unsubscribe people to channels, and I don't know why. So just be aware of that as well. So double check your notifications if you're subscribed to me. Make sure you're still subscribed and all that good stuff periodically. Otherwise, you know, you may not realize you've been unsubscribed by YouTube and you don't see me, and that would be why. So my beautiful people, again, thank you so much for hanging out with me, coming by, saying hi, sharing y'all's time, energy, and space with me, and y'all's love. So hopefully I'll be around sometime again by the weekend. Not sure where, just be on the lookout. So take care of my beautiful people. Until next time, much love and light.